Hey guys, and welcome back to Life is Feudal. So, I am joined by nobody today. Welcome back. It's been a fucking while since we've been here. Basically, this is the old RotN village. I'll just jump into GM mode and I shall jump into GM mode. There we go. And for fuck's sake, I don't know why it wasn't working. And I will show you basically what's been happening. We'll head back over to the village. As you can see, it's changed a little bit. We've got a load of these new things and new storage. So basically what happened was there was a patch that basically destroyed everything that was on the ground, which put us back fucking forever. And it basically stopped like half of the guys from playing. There was only really Mark left playing the game, and yeah, like that's basically what happened. So these things here have been going since the last time we recorded. That's how fucking long ago it's been. So yeah, it's been a bit of an issue, but poor Mark, he was the only one playing, so he decided that he would start digging out the foundations because we had this grand scheme for digging all of this out. And yeah, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to finish off the foundations. Basically, the guys will be coming back. It's just a matter of time. They're just waiting on a couple of more features and things getting implemented. But until then, we can still do the stuff that's needing done. So let's pop out of fly mode. And I'm going to, as soon as my guy wants to start moving again, we are going to grab the shovel. Oh god, this bloody bug. There's a new bug that's been introduced, moving stuff around. It like doesn't follow your mouse properly, and it's really fucking annoying. Anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to continue on with the foundations. So you can see where Mark's kind of went with the foundations and how they basically reach around. So we're going to continue on with the foundations and try and make this fort finished, basically. Obviously we can't build a stone walls because we're not a builder, but if we get a lot of this stuff done, then we can get Mark on, and he has a builder character, and we can start to gather all the materials and things that we need to actually build up these stone walls. But yeah, the storage issue has been like a massive problem. Wasn't so much a problem over with me and Kelvin's area because we already had warehouses and things built. Well, as you can see, there's a warehouse there. But with these guys where we hadn't built warehouses, it had been a bit of an issue. I do not have forestry on this character, do I? I do, I've got logging. Great, that means I can chop down this tree up here. We are going to stick in GM mode, basically just to make this a bit less tedious. Flatten ground with an upward slope, yes. So that it's a bit easier for you guys to watch, and I need to do less running back and forth and picking stuff up. And it means that we can get the most progress done in each video as well. So I'm going to need to like smack down this this tree up here when I reach it. But yeah, there's been quite a bit of negativity recently regarding Life is Feudal, with people saying things like there's been a lot of hate towards it because the developers seem to only be releasing like optimizations and balance updates and things like that instead of anything legitimate, and that the game's been in development for 3 years or something, and like it's still in development, blah de blah de blah. It's like, well, the issue with that is people buy, like, the game's not cheap to buy. Like, it's definitely not cheap to buy on Steam by any stretch of the imagination. So people are paying all this money for a game, and if you're not going to let it work on people's computers, then like people are going to be really annoyed, and you're not going to get... You're not... Yes, upward slope is still the same. you're not going to get them recommending it to their friends. So in order for them to continue selling the game and making money in order to develop the game further so that they can start introducing more features, then they do need to optimize it, and they do need to bug fix, and they need to make sure that the people who've already bought the game can actually play the fucking game. I'm just going to terraforming flatten the ground there. I really should have set that as default. Flatten, yes. There we go. And are we flat? Yes we are, awesome. And then we'll flatten up until at least the base, or somewhere near the base, and then turn to the right. The reason I'm doing this is obviously because, the reason I'm using GM mode is because we can carry an infinite amount, and because it makes all actions that bit quicker. So it means that I won't need to like run back and forth and empty out my pockets and things. Whereas at the end I will need to empty out my pockets, but it just makes things a little bit quicker. It's a bit annoying that I've still got that combo meter at the bottom. When I come on I tried to see if I could remember the combo, and I done the combo and the combo thing's just stuck on my screen. It's relatively annoying. This will be the last one that I flatten just as a flat piece of ground, and the next one will be an upward slope. Yeah, like, you need to watch when you're in GM mode, because if you hit the skill too many times, like if you hit the skill while the skill's actually going, then it'll just cancel the next skill. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Right, now terraform with a upward slope. All of this is new as well. I don't think you guys have seen all of this. Like, they've added little icons for what each skill does, which is kind of nice. It's just a nice little improvement. It wouldn't have taken them long to do it. Well, it took one guy about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Like, all it is just inserting the image and referencing it. I mean, the image is already in the game, so it's not like they need to worry about art or anything like that. It's a super easy thing to do, but it just makes the game look a bit more polished and a bit nicer. Right, let's keep flattening this on an upward slope. Okay, what I actually want to do is we've got... Up here we've got the entrance to the castle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and start flattening with downward slopes. Oh, my guy's knackered because I sprinted him for too long. Alright, terraforming, flatten with a downward slope until it gets to the ground. And then we'll have a rough area for our entranceway at least. Let's just keep hitting E on this. There we go. At least then we'll have a rough place that the entranceway will come in. This is great. It's like Prison Architect slightly, in that you're kind of designing your castle and stuff, but you're actually on the ground doing it. Alright. So yeah, I kind of like this. I kind of like that I'm the one that gets to design it as well. Means there's no one else here to kind of bug me. God, how much have I actually got? I'm going to just pop this over here and lock it in place, so I can tell how much dirt I've got. 450, 300, 150. Yeah, it's actually going down. I was just a bit worried there that it wasn't actually placing anything, because it's quite difficult to see. Because basically all the dirt that I place gets rolled towards the bottom. God, I hope we've got enough. I hope we've got enough freaking dirt. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, we should do. Come on. Fucking hell, we're rapidly running out. 150 and 210, 150 and 180. It is piling it on at a decent rate though, so... The reason we want a downward slope is so that everything's even for putting walls and stuff at each side of it. We need to start digging into a side of a wall. May actually start flattening out the top of this thing. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so we just made it. Right, okay, so this goes along this way. This here cannot be flattened as far as I recall. Yeah, it can't. I don't know if you can, like, I really don't want to test it, but I don't know if you can dig a tunnel along the way and, like, clear that off or what. We do have a chunk, like an area down here that I can flatten out and gather all the dirt from. Because I think we're going to be more building dirt up right now than digging dirt out. And I want to get a rough area for where I'm kind of going to be setting things out. That's alright though, because we can leave all of this outer area can get lowered to the depth of where the walls are actually going to be. So if we set that to flatten ground, yes. Then we can just do this, because we don't want rather the walls to be the height. We don't want the dirt at the outside of our walls to be the height of the walls, because that just makes no sense. That's just like undefendable and just silly. So we'll just, what we'll do is we'll clear out this area, and that gives us a bit more ground so that we can start setting out our area a bit more. We can bring that entrance way down. I don't know if we'll do, it's definitely going to be a multi-tiered design. I'm going to have to get it all in my head anyway, exactly what we're wanting to do with it. But it's going to look cool as fuck when it's finished. It's like a massive build. Hopefully with me actually doing stuff to the build, we can kind of entice some of the guys back to help out with it. Not sure how well that will go for me, but I might as well give it a go. I'll see if anyone wants to come back and help me out. More likely we'll get Mark helping us out, because he's kind of into stuff like this. Growny probably, Hinden I doubt it. So we might get two people. I'll see. Half of my issue as well with Life is Feudal is that I'm not sure if you have noticed, but I've started sorting out my schedule for the channel. So we've now got 4 series running at the same time, equating to 8 videos a day. So because I've been doing that, obviously it has meant that I'm uploading a lot, and I've got really shit internet here. It's like I came from having ADSL. Rather, I came from having fibre optic. Oh, it almost says ADSL to dial-up. I came from having fibre optic and having a ridiculously good upload speed, to move into a place where I've got ADSL and it taking me like an hour to upload a video, and it is ridiculous. It is so bad. So basically what's happening is, now that I've got 8 videos up, going up every day, is that I'm basically uploading 24/7. And 1, I can't play Life is Feudal while I'm uploading because I need to connect to the server. 2, I can't go into TeamSpeak while I'm uploading to talk to the guys because like I get like 2 to 3 seconds worth of lag. So it's just like, it's pointless because you can't actually communicate with people over that time. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But, I mean, I'll deal with it. Woe betide me getting to play video games all the time, eh? Anyway, I digress. I don't know what I digress from, we're just fucking flattening the ground. But yeah, animals have been implemented to the game, and they are pretty cool. I mean, you can go and search them out. I found a rabbit, and I'm glad it was only a rabbit that I found. Because had I have found a bear, I would apparently have been dead, because apparently bears are fucking brutal in this game. And I'm not looking forward to our first encounter with a bear. Oh, on the plus side, talking about optimizations and balancing of the game, they've actually, I'm in parentheses here, fixed combat. I haven't seen it firsthand, but apparently the hit detection on crossbows and thrown weaponry, etc. is a lot better, and apparently the hit detection on weapons is a lot better. It still says it's not implemented yet though. Yeah, so apparently you should be hitting a lot more often, a lot more consistently now, because before it was a bit of a fucking, I don't know, man, it was a bit of a farce, really. The game still lacks when it comes to the fact that PvP is a bit of a dick, because if anyone is wanting to basically steal your stuff, if you are like me, full plate armor, fucking two-hander, absolute badass that can just murder people, you're never going to catch them. Because they'll just sprint in, take your stuff with no clothes on, and then flee, and you have no fucking chance. Like, they'll take your stuff, they'll have no clothes on, so their sprint meter lasts for a lot longer, and they can flee, whereas you can't flee after them. If you flee after them, you drop all your items. So what do you do when you catch up with them? Re-equip your fucking items? Like, nah, you ain't got a chance. Like, there's no chance that you're getting your stuff back, and they really need to sort that. If this game is going to be an MMO, that needs to be sorted. Obviously, they're going to have clans, and they're going to have ownership and things, so people can't necessarily just run in and pick up your stuff when you've got a clan claiming system. But to make Life is Feudal your own playable in a multiplayer environment, you're going to need to implement that. That is just something that's going to need to be done. Like, saving that clan ownership system for only MMOs when you've got a game that requires collaborations to be able to build anything of substance. Like, you need to add that in. That is just, it's just retarded not having it in. But I've noticed that we just went over the time period with my rant, so I'm just going to call it an episode here. So as always guys, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steejo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.